Good evening, students. Yes, from today onwards, I am going to take classes for intermediate first year and second year, particularly in view of supplementary and improvement examinations. I am concentrating on only accountancy topics, which will give you a good score to pass and for the improvement. Okay, so today's session, I will concentrate on first year accountancy. Okay, accountancy 1. So, in accountancy 1, you will have questions like this. A question for 20 marks, that is final accounts. Final accounts 20 marks, and triple column cash book, triple column cash book for 10 marks, and ledger for 5 marks, and then subsidiary books for 5 marks, and then we will have 3 2 marks questions. Yes, one is for trial balance, 2 marks, and opening entry for 2 marks, and journal entries for 2 marks. Okay. So actually, this is the beginning topic, journal entry, and then opening entries, trial balance, and then ledger, subsidiary books, triple column cash book, and final accounts. So for today's session, I wish to take small topics. Okay, so these 3 topics will be covered in this session. Okay, right. We'll start with the journal entries, opening entry, and then trial balance. Okay, and tomorrow's class will discuss about ledger and subsidiary books, and next triple column cash book, and next final accounts. Okay, this is on 24/05/2025. And this is 25/05/2025, and here it is 26/05/2025, here it is 27/05/2025. Okay, if you have any problem or any urgency, please comment in my comment box. I will explain in advance. Right. Okay, right. I think our exam is on 27th, I think, so that's why I will complete all these topics before 25. Okay, before 25, complete all these. This is on 24, and 25. So before examination, I will complete. Dear first year students, comment in my comment box. Okay, right. The first topic I am going to take today's session is journal entries. Okay. Journal entries. In exam, it consists of 2 marks, and yes. What do you mean by a journal entry? Journal entry is the primary entry of accounting. Okay, so here it is. We'll have 2 aspects of a business transaction. We will record two aspects of business transaction by following accounting principles based on double entry system. Okay, so we'll follow double entry system and will record two aspects of each monetary transaction. A transaction which is measured in money is known as monetary transaction or a business transaction. Okay, for example, if you take an example for a transaction, yes, sold goods to Ramu for rupees 10,000. Okay, so date for this transaction is suppose 2nd May 2025. So this is the complete transaction, right? May 2020, 2nd May 2025, sold goods to Ramu 10,000. So how we will record this transaction? First of all, we have to find out two aspects or two accounts of the company, then we will record. So before going to that actual practical recording of transactions, yes, we have to memorize accounting principles. Yes, first of all, I wish to teach you accounting principles. Accounting principles. Yes, we have 6 accounting principles, okay, based on double entry system, and we categorized transactions into 3 accounts. Those are the first one, yes, personal accounts. First one, personal accounts. Second one, yes, real accounts. Second one, real accounts. And third one, nominal accounts. Nominal accounts. So based on the nature of the aspect, so we categorized all accounts into 3. The first one, personal accounts. What do you mean by personal account? Okay, a transaction which consisting the name of a person is known as personal account. For example, Ramu account, okay, SBI account. Name of the person or any business organization or any institution or a school or a college. So all terms considered as a person only. Okay, SBI account or TGMS Nekonda account, like this. And then come to real account. What do you mean by a real account? Yes, all the assets. The term which is considered to be as an asset comes under a real account. So here all assets only comes under a real account. Example for real account is land account, okay, cash account, okay, bank account, right? These are the primary examples. Next, coming to nominal accounts. The accounts are the aspects which doesn't fall under 2 categories, or the remaining all accounts comes under nominal account. Nominal here, nominal, temporary impact of the transaction. Okay, so here it is, example, all expenses and incomes comes here. All expenses and incomes comes here. Example, yes, expenses, example, salaries, okay, rent, like that. And incomes, sales, sale is an income. Interest received, okay, I mentioned here with clearance, right? Okay, interest received is an income. If it is interest paid, it is to be considered as expenses. So all the aspects of the business transaction are categorized into three accounts: personal accounts, real accounts, and nominal accounts. Okay. So first one, personal account. Right. If the aspect as comes under personal account, what we have to do? Yes, how we will record if it is a personal account in a transaction, right? Personal account, there is a system to record the transactions, that is double entry system. So based on the double entry system, we record both the aspects. One is receiving aspect and the second one is giving aspect. So each transaction which consists of two aspects means one is receiving aspect and second one is giving aspect. So we have to record two aspects at a time by following double entry system. Yes, based on double entry system, the accounting principle for personal account. Accounting principle for personal account. Again, I am writing here. Yes, personal account. Yes. Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. Credit the giver. Credit the giver. Okay. So if you found a receiver of the transaction, you have to debit the receiver. You have to write the name of the person at debit side. Okay. Right. Next, if the person is giving in the transaction, right, you have to write his name at the credit side. Okay. So this is the principle for personal account. And the second one, yes, real account. Real account. Right. If you found, right, the name of any asset in the transaction, yes, can you say an example for this one, real account? Okay, for example, purchased land for rupees 10,000. Okay, so here we may find that land is an asset. Okay, so we are purchasing means here the land is coming into our business, right? We are taking land and we are giving 10,000 cash to the seller itself. So here two aspects are there. First one is the land and the second aspect is cash. Okay, right. So what is the principle for real account? The principle for real account is debit what comes in. Debit what comes in. Credit what goes out. Credit what goes out. Here it is, debit what comes in. Yes, in means into the business. What comes into the business. Here it is, land is comes into the business. That's why we'll record a land on the debit side. And credit what goes out. Yeah, that outgoing aspect is here, it is cash. That's why we'll credit the cash. And the third one is again, I will take one more. It is black. Okay. Yes, third one, nominal account. Nominal account. Nominal means here it is temporary. Okay. So temporary aspect of the business. Right. What do you mean by nominal? Nominal account which consists expenses and incomes of the business itself. Okay. So that's why, right. So nominal accounts which consist of expenses and incomes. And the principle for a nominal account is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So if you found any expensive transaction or expensive aspect in the business transaction, you have to debit it. And if you found any income related aspect, you have to credit. Okay, so these are the accounting principles or to be considered as Bhagavad Gita, Quran or Bible, whatever it may be. If you are perfect at just three principles, you will become the master of commerce. Okay, right, students. Yes. Okay, I will give you a small problem. Okay. Right. So, on general entries, we are going to exercise a problem. Right. Take the problem. First of all. Yes, I will give you a exercise problem on general entries. Comes for 2 marks. Right, okay, generalize the following transaction. 2nd May 2025. Yes, business started with 50,000. Okay, and second one, 4th May, purchased goods from Rajesh, 10,000. Okay, and 6th May, purchased computer 20,000. And 10th May, salaries paid rupees 5,000. Okay. So in our examination, final examination, we will find only 4 transactions. Right? We have to attempt 4 transactions. Yes, what is the pro forma for to write journal entries itself? Okay, here it is. I am going to draw journal entries pro forma. Yes, date and next particulars. And next LF number, and next debit rupees and credit rupees. Okay, so take much distance for particulars. Here it is LF number, debit rupees, credit rupees. Okay, all of you know that this is the pro forma to write journal entries transactions. Yes. Let us start the writing of journal entries. The first one, yes, here it is. Take 2nd May 2025. Business started with the cash rupees 50,000. Okay, find out the two aspects of the transaction. Business started with the cash. Okay, the first transaction is we can find that is the first aspect we can find is cash 50,000. Okay, cash 50,000 is cash is, yes, a real account. Okay, so cash is coming into the business, that's why we have to, yes, debit the cash. Okay, first one, here it is, I am writing date here, 2nd May 2025, cash account debit. Okay, as it is, cash is a real account, that's why I am debiting cash account debit, and amount in debit column 50,000 rupees. Okay, so we have to regard 2 aspects of the transaction. And coming to second transaction, what is the second transaction? Yes, what is the second aspect? Sorry, not transaction. Yes, here it is. We started business with 50,000. Who is giving 50,000? Yes, the owner of the business itself, right? So we won't write the name of the owner in his own books. So that's why we will take two accounts, two aspects for to indicate the owner itself. Owner. We will take two aspects or two accounts to indicate owner name. The first one capital. Second one drawings. Yes. If the owner gives money into the business, okay, if the owner gives money to the business, we will use the word capital. If the owner of the business withdraws money from the business, we will use word drawings. So this is for into the business, this is for out of the business. So what is happening here, right? The owner himself is giving money to the business, right? So we are receiving, that's why we will use the word capital account. So capital account credited 50,000. Here it is, capital account is to be considered as, yes, personal account. So instead of person, instead of the name of the owner, we are using capital. And here, yes, narration. Being business started with the cash. Okay, right. So close itself. That's all. And coming to second transaction is what you 4th May purchased goods from Rajesh 10,000 rupees. Yes, here it is mentioned Rajesh in transaction. That's why it is a credit transaction. Okay, on 4th May, right? No need to mention here again. Right. Okay. So what are the two aspects of the transaction? Purchased goods from Rajesh. Here mentioned Rajesh name and one more purchases. Okay. We'll take here rough work. The first one is we'll find the purchases, and second one Rajesh. Okay. So purchases is nominal account and Rajesh means name of the person. So that's why it is personal account. So it's a nominal account and here it is personal account. So apply the principles of accounting, right? So purchases is nominal and we'll debit all the nominal account and expenses, we will debit all the expenses. That's why write purchases. Purchase account debit. The amount is 10,000 in debit column. And next credit one. Right, Rajesh is, yes, he is. What is the principle of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here it is, he is giving. He is giving benefit to the business. That's why we'll write here Rajesh account credited 10,000 rupees. So being purchased goods from Rajesh. Okay, that's why. That's all. Next, third one. Coming to third transaction, happened on 6th May, right? Yes, 6th May purchased a computer. Purchases is there and computer is there. Purchases again nominal account and again expenses. And coming to the second aspect, it is computer. Computer is real account. It is an asset, right? Okay, it is an asset. How we will record this transaction? Let us see. Yes, purchases again. Okay, purchases always and expenses have to be recorded debit side. So purchases account debit. It is 20,000 in debit column and computer. Yes, computer. Sorry. So as it is asset, we are purchasing an asset. Asset is comes into the business and cash goes out of the business. So computer is an asset, real account. Do you find? Yes. So sometimes I will make like this, right, to confuse you. Okay. So here it is, computer is an asset and comes into the business, it is real account. And next one, cash is going out, it is also real account. So computer account debit to cash account credit. So 20,000 in debit column, 20,000 in credit column, being computer purchased. Okay. Right, here it is. Both aspects from transaction is or both aspects of the transaction are is real account. Okay. Okay. Right. The last transaction, yes, salary is paid 5,000. Okay. Fourth transaction, salary is paid. Refer for this. Yes, salary is paid. How we will pay? Yes, through cash itself. So two aspects of the transaction are first one salary and second one what is that? Cash. Okay. Salaries is an expense. Salaries is an expense. That's why it is nominal account. Cash is a real account. So here what is happening? So we are paying salaries means expenses. Okay. And the second one, for the expenses we are paying cash. That is cash going out of the business. Okay. So 10th May, salaries as it is nominal account, we have to debit. Salaries 5,000 in debit column, right approximately by using decimal places also. Okay, second one, cash is going out, cash is real account and going out of the business, that's why we have to credit cash 5,000. So narration being salaries paid. Salaries paid. Yes, dear students, is it clearly visible or am I right? More clear or more clarity without cursing writing? I will try the next problem. Okay. So look at the problem. Here it is the problem and here it is the solution. Here it is the working notes. Okay. Right. We are moving to next question. Pass. Yes. Dear students, look at one more problem here. Second one for your practicing. 10th April 2025, purchased goods for rupees 10,000. 12th April, cash paid to Suresh 15,000. 14th April, sold goods to Ramesh 25,000. 16th April, check issued to Ganesh 10,000. Okay, we are taking the names Suresh, Ramesh, Ganesh. Okay, so those are all you know that these are yes comic names. Right, in ad we'll we'll find some comic. Okay, so don't mind that it is I am using that it is comic. Okay, sorry for this. Right. Suresh, Ramesh, Ganesh. Okay, right. The first transaction, yes, 10th April 2025. Here it is, I am writing 10th April 2025. Okay. And next, what are the aspects of this transaction? Purchased goods for cash itself. Here it is, no person is there. Here it is, purchase or there, and one more, cash is there. Okay. Working notes. Purchases and cash. Okay. So purchase always, what is that? Nominal account and expenses, right? And cash is a real account. Okay, right here it is. Purchase is nominal account. Always we have to debit the expenses. That's why I am writing clearly. Yes, purchase account debit 10,000 in debit column, and second aspect, that is cash. Cash is going out of the business because we purchased. So to cash account in credit column 10,000 rupees. So being purchased goods for cash. Okay, right. Second transaction, 12th April, cash paid to Suresh 15,000. Okay. Second one, cash paid to Suresh. Here we are paying and Suresh is receiving. Suresh is receiver. Yes, first one transaction, first aspect is cash. Second aspect is Suresh. So we are paying cash. Cash is going out of the business. Suresh is receiving. Suresh is personal and receiver. Cash is going out of the business, that is real account. So first one, receiver name. Second transaction, 12th April. So we are paying and Suresh is receiving. That's why receiver name, Suresh account debit to cash is going out, cash account credit 15,000 Suresh account debit and 15,000 cash account credit. So being cash paid to Suresh. Okay. And coming to third transaction. Yes, what is that? 14th April, sold goods to Ramesh. So we are selling goods to Ramesh and Ramesh is receiver. So third one, here it is, we'll find Ramesh and sales. Ramesh is person, he is receiving. So receiver, sales is nominal account and income. Right. How we will write this? Yes, on 14th April, we are selling and Ramesh is receiving goods from us. So Ramesh account debit for rupees 25,000 in debit column to sales account 25,000 credit. So being sold goods to Ramesh account, narration is over. Next, coming to fourth transaction. What is that? 16th April, check issued to Ganesh. Okay, check issued to Ganesh. What are the two aspects are there? First one, check. Check means we use bank, and second one, Ganesh. So we are issuing check, we are giving check, means bank is going out, means cash is going out, means their account. So it is real account, and Ganesh is person, he is receiving from us. So that's why 16th April, Ganesh is receiving a check from us. Ganesh is receiver. So that's why Ganesh account debit for rupees 10,000. And next, So bank is also an asset, is going out of the business, certain amount, rupees 10,000. Okay, so being check issued to Ganesh. Okay, so that's all for journal entries. Yes, students, I am moving to next topic, that is opening entry. Opening entry, which comes for 2 marks. It is an important question and it is very easy question to write. Okay, as similar with journal entry, I am taking this next. Okay, so how we will write, how we will attempt opening entry, and just take by taking an example. Opening entry question. Write the opening entry for the following. Here it is, write the opening entry for the following. Example, problem number 1. Yes, here it is. Cash rupees 10,000, creditors 5,000, bank 6,000, bank. Bills payable 2,000, land 12,000, loan 8,000. Next, premises 20,000. Okay, so question will be looks like this. Right. What is the pro forma to write opening entry? As is equal to journal entry itself, right? So draw the pro forma of journal entry right here. Again, so date, particulars, LF number, debit rupees and credit rupees. So the pro forma is same, on par with journal entries. Okay, right. You may find date here, for example, okay, 31st March 2025, right? Okay, so okay, right, so here it is, we'll record the date 31st March 2025, and what we have to write, so here we have to write debit particulars and credit particulars, and again narration. Okay, so what are, yes, here he mentioned cash for rupees 10,000, creditors 5,000, bank 6,000, bills payable 2,000, land 12,000, loan 8,000, premises 20,000. If you observe very clearly, you may find that yes, these are all, yes, assets and liabilities. Okay, just categorize. Okay, so cash is asset, creditors liability, bank is asset, bills payable liability, land is asset, loan is liability, and premise is an asset. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4 assets are there, and 1, 2, 3 are liabilities are there. Okay, after categorization or after separation, so first of all we have to write all the assets here. Okay. Why? Because assets always shows debit balance and liabilities always shows credit balance. Okay. So that's why I am writing here like this. The first one, yes, cash account. Cash account is there with the debit column 10,000 rupees. And next one, what is the asset? And next bank is there. So write bank here, bank account, debit 6,000. Okay, 6,000. Next one, land is there. Third one, land account, debit for rupees 12,000. The last one, premises is there. Premises account, debit for rupees 20,000. So all these are assets, that's why we debited. Next one starts with the liabilities. The first liability is creditors. To creditors account, to creditors account for rupees 5,000 is there. 5,000 in credit column. Next, bills payable is there. So two bills payable account, and the amount is 2,000. Next, third one, loan is there. Loan is also liability, amount rupees 8,000. Okay, so part 1 is finished. And next, what we have to do? Okay, so find out the balance, find out the total of assets at your side. For example, 10,000, 6,000, 12,000, 20,000. 0, 0, 0, 2, 6 plus 2 plus 6, 8, 2 plus 1, 3, 4. So total of assets is 48,000. And find out the balance of, find out the total balance of liabilities also. Okay, first 5,000 is there, 2,000 and 8,000. Total 0, 0, 0, 8 plus 2, 10, 15,000. So deduct the liabilities total from assets total, 15,000. 0, 0, 0, 3, 3. So the balance is 33,000. It is to be noted as a capital account. Okay, just look at the solution once again. Okay, we write all the assets here and we separated the liabilities and write here with the 2 and find out the total amount of assets here, total amount of liabilities here, and we deduct the total of liabilities from assets and we may find one balancing figure that is termed as capital account. So here write narration, being business started with assets and liabilities. Assets and liabilities. How simple it is, okay? It is for 2 marks. Right. I will give you one more problem. Pass. Okay, student. So exercise number 2. Write the opening entry for the following. Opening entry comes for 2 marks. So 31st March 2025. Cash 5,000, debtors 10,000, creditors 8,000, furniture 10,000, bills payable 2,000, machinery 12,000. So take this problem and practice the solution in your notebooks. Pass. So next very important topic and very little one, easy task. Okay, so that is trial balance, 2 marks. Okay. So example problem for trial balance is like this. Debit balance is rupees, credit balance is rupees. Cash rupees 5,000, and salaries 2,000, sales 8,000, it looks like, okay, it looks like only not debit balances and credit balances, just it looks like this. Balance, no, what is it, how it looks like? Yes, particulars, okay, particulars amount rupees. Okay, you will find the problem like this only, particular sign amount rupees. So here prepare trial balance, okay, for 2 marks. So particulars amount rupees, cash, salaries, sales, okay, and then example furniture 4,000, capital 20,000, and rent paid 6,000, commission received 2,000. Okay, so trial balance means we'll record the debit aspects S side and credit aspects S side will equalize. Okay, so the debit side and credit side always to be equal, right? Trial balance pro forma, here it is. Debit balance is amount rupees, credit balance amount rupees. Okay, so this pro forma will contains all types of transactions. Okay, so cash, salaries, sales, furniture, capital, rent paid, commission means all types of transactions, all types of accounts will happen here, will found here. Okay, right. So here we have to find out what is debited, what is credit. Here it is, cash is real account, always shows debit balance. That's why it should be recorded to debit side of the pro forma or trial balance. Cash 5,000. Next, salaries also. Salaries is an expenses, so to be debited to be credit side of the debit side. Next, sales. Sales is an income and to be credited. Sales 8,000. Next, furniture. Furniture is an asset to be debited and 4,000. Capital is to be credited. capital 20,000. Next, rent paid. Paid means expenses to be debited. Rent paid 6,000. Next, commission received is an income. Commission received an income 2,000. I am taking one more aspect here. It is machinery for rupees 13,000. Machinery rupees. So machinery is an asset. I am writing debit side. Machinery 13,000. So find out the total. Is 0, 0, 0, 3, 6, 9, 13, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 2, 15 plus 5, 20. So here it is 30,000. Here it is 30,000. So this is the answer, right? So trial balance problem is going to be like this, right? What we have to do when you observe the problem itself, right? Prepare trial balance. Look like this. The particulars and amount rupees, cash, salary, sales, furniture, capital, rent paid, commission received, machinery, all the entries kept aside, okay, and totalized. And apart from this, we have to separate debit balances and credit balances to be separated and to be recorded separately, right? This is the pro forma trial balance, okay. Here it is debit side and here it is credit side. So cash is an asset, it is to be debited, and next one salaries and expense, it is to be debited. Next sales is an income to be credited, and next furniture is an asset to be debited. Capital is a liability to be credited, and rent paid is an expenses to be debited. Commission received is an income to be credited, and machinery is an asset to be debited. Okay, this is the solution, right? So I will give you one more exercise for your practice. Okay. Okay, students. So this is exercise number 2 for trial balance. So practice in your notebook. Exercise number 2. Particulars I am reading for your more understanding. Particulars amount rupees. Opening stock 10,000. Purchases 20,000, 27,000. Carriage 2,500. Creditors 10,000. Capital 15,000. Sales 32,000. Salaries 4,000. Debitors 8,000. Cash in bank 5,500. So each side of the trial balance total is 57,000. Okay, so this is enough for today. So we have learnt 3 types of questions. First one is journal entries for 2 marks. Second one is opening entry for 2 marks. And third one trial balance for 2 marks. So we can gain 6 marks by practicing these important and very short and easy questions. Anyone can do. Okay. So if you have any doubt, please put in my comment column, right? And do subscribe my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. Share, like, comment. Okay. So if any person is right, do subscribe my YouTube channel Thank you one and all.
No, Salwa.